Deathmatch.
Salutations everyone, this is Razor. I'm sorry it took me so long to finally get a video out to you guys, but if you don't follow me on Twitter, you don't know what the hell happened.
They can't know we
Um,
were here.
Nothing
Erase all
major, it's
hostiles.
just that my Sony Vegas stopped working. There was something wrong with it, and I can't fix it. There's no way that I can fix it. I don't know what the hell is wrong, and there's no way for me to make it
We're
better
winning
again.
this
I
fight.
tried looking up so many different things. I tried to do so many different things, and none of them came close to working at all. So I had to give up on Sony Vegas. So for the foreseeable future, I'm going to be using Pinnacle Studio 16, which I really, really
We've
don't
lost
like
control.
because, when you're used to something and you have to change for, just out of nowhere, it's really difficult making that
They've
transition.
taken the
So I
advantage.
apologize for that. Didn't get any of the videos that I promised I would get you. So hopefully we don't run into
We're
any more
losing
bumps
this
in the
fight.
road. It's just a Cap 40 gameplay in the background, nothing too spectacular. So I just want to cover a few things. Obviously, I couldn't get an emblem tutorial out for you guys yesterday, even though it was Sunday. I didn't get my thoughts on or my review on the patch. So let's talk about the patch right now. It's been a few days and I really haven't changed my mind on it because I played the game for like a whole day with the patch intact in order to get my review on it because everyone else made their videos about the patch, when it came out, when it was hot and fresh, when it was ready, and that way they were going to get all the views because that's what people were looking for. And I, surprisingly enough, am actually decided to play the game before talking about the patch because that way I can tell you guys how the patch actually affects the game as opposed to a bunch of text. And play the game. It sounds weird, but I wanted to see if, Treyarch was bullshitting us or not. So, um, there's a lot of really minor things that didn't really matter. Like half of the patch stuff had to do with COD casting because that's really the main thing that for some reason Treyarch cares about is COD casting and competitive play and all that bullcrap. But there was a few things in the patch, as you know, that affected the
Hostile
gameplay.
hunter-killer drone
So let's talk
inbound.
about a few of them. There
Be
were actually
advised,
a few
hostile
that
counter
mattered to
UAV
me,
is
like
online.
players will be eligible to complete the Shredder Score Streak challenge while using the Death Machine from the Cure package. I mean, finally. I was wondering why I never could get that thing. Resolved the issue where C4s and bouncing betties kill players on
Hostile care
contact.
package
That's never
inbound.
happened to me, but I don't know. They made a lot of weird fixes that don't really make much sense, but I'm sure they found some way to justify it. Like fixed an issue where combat axe would sometimes destroy a guardian. I don't know about you guys, but it's
Be
harder for me
advised,
to
hostile
to
mortar
hit
strike
a guardian
deployed.
with a combat axe than throw an EMP grenade within 20 feet of it. Resolved an issue where the red crosshair appearing in the target finder when targeting an enemy equipped with cold-blooded. Fucking finally. I mean, come on. How did the game ship out like this? And how did it take them this long to actually fix it? You have a really overpowered attachment like Target Finder, right? So they're going to make a counter to it in Cold Blooded, but it actually didn't counter to it. So what since I mean, while the red diamond was taken out, the crosshair still lit up. It made a noise. It turned red, and Cold Blooded was just useless against target finders. So it's at least good that they made that change. Not that many people use cold-blooded, but it's nice to see the changed. Now here's one that I've noticed for a long time and wonder when
Be
this was going to get
advised, hostile
fixed.
UAV
Fixed
incoming.
an issue with the stats tracking for the executioner accuracy in the combat record. So let's go ahead and take a look, shall we? So yeah, let's just go into the combat record right here. Take a look. Here's my executioner. Take a look. They definitely fixed the accuracy glitch. 0.00. Yeah, that sounds perfectly right. Good job. Good job on that one, Treyarch. Good thing
UAV
you
on
patched
standby.
that. Next up, we have, let's see, addressed an issue where the game sometimes crashes after repeated host migrations. Well, that's generous because usually
Friendly care
when
package
there's a host
inbound.
migration, one time it'll crash. So, but hey, at least they're trying, right? Resolved an issue
Hostile
where a
care
Claymore would
package
fly
inbound.
if you put it in front of a riot
Timeline
shield.
in jeopardy. Picking
Uh,
up.
I mean, how many times are they going
Swarm
to try to
awaiting
patch
orders.
Zerg Grizz doing awesome stuff? I mean, come on now. Added more spawn points to hijacked for demolition and kill confirmed, which improves the spawn picking algorithm on that map in those
Hostile
game
UAV
modes.
above.
Jesus Christ, Mary and Joseph. Really? Now they're fixing this? Like, how did it come out
Be
of the
advised, hostile
box that
RCXD
way?
spotted.
Like, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to realize after playing. a demolition game on Hijacked one time, that the spawns are incredibly effed up and needs to be changed. So better late than never, I guess. And adjusted spawn influencers on standoff for improved picking algorithms in all game modes. That's not really going to matter because the spawn influencers on a standoff are rather simple. You have the spawn at A, you have the spawn at C, you have spawn at tanks, and you have spawn behind ice cream shop, and then you have spawn at gas station. Um, as long as they don't add or take away any, that's really not going to change how the game is played on that map. All right, now let's get to the meat and potatoes, the ones that are really going to affect the game most, the weapon balancing, all right? Cap 40 dual wield range reduced, and hipfire accuracy has been reduced. I never saw this as a problem. I knew a lot of people complained about the dual wield Cap 40s because they would kill really fast, but I never used them, so I can't honestly give my opinion on how it was and how it's changed, because I just didn't use the Cap 40 dual wield, and I guess I wish I did now. But those are nerfed, so the QBB LSW medium range has been increased. I really didn't have to test this myself because, as you all know, LMGs are used very prevalently with target finders. So I did notice more people using the QBB probably to try it out, and it definitely seemed more effective at killing me. Same thing with the hammer, but the hammer is the least used LMG, so I didn't see many people use it, and I think it was fine beforehand. So any sort of buff that it gets, minor or small, is it's okay by me. They buffed the Type 25 in two different aspects, which makes no sense to me because that is by far the strongest assault rifle in the game because it has zero recoil, insane rate of fire. Long range on the scars increased. That doesn't really matter. It was okay at long range. It was only okay at long range beforehand, but it's nice to see that they're giving some other weapons a little bit of a buff that they need it. Same thing with the SWAT. Long range damage increased, and I definitely noticed this. You're going to get a lot more two bursts. So that was a very appreciative patch, and it was actually effective. M12 medium range increase. This is also noticeable, but it's not really that effective. So instead of killing someone with, say, 12 rounds at medium range, which in shotgun terms is as long as it can get, it'll kill in like 9 rounds, which really doesn't matter because of the M1216. It is noticeable, but it doesn't really help the gun. Ballista Iron Sight Idle Sway reduced. This was something that I was really hoping they were going to patch, and they did. Is definitely noticeable. The idle sway beforehand was definitely noticeable, and with the new patch, it is like almost nothing. So let's go over to the MSMC and the PDWs, the most favorite guns that you see anyone use on YouTube or in public game matches. Recoil has been reduced, and hipfire accuracy has been reduced. So let's go to the tape. That's the setup exterior with the MSMC and the PDW. As you can see, they did add a little bit of random recoil, but as you can see, you're going to be just fine using these guns. They're still the strongest two guns in the game. It really doesn't affect it that much. A little more than I thought it would, but let's move. Now the FAL and SMR got a nerf. In the fully auto mode, it would do less damage. So I didn't want to do this against real people because that just felt kind of wrong to me. But set up the game with his bots and just look at this.
Securing B.
Just look.
UAV on standby. Reloading.
It's in fully auto mode. This is after the patch. I know it's just bots, but they still got as much health as anyone else.
Lightning strike on standby. MQ-27 Dragonfire ready for deployment.
Yep, they nerfed it all right. Still kills with 2 bullets. Yeah, definitely nerfed it. Good job. Good job, Treyarch. You trolled us once again. Just like when you nerfed the FAMAS, you nerfed the FAL as well. Well, that's the video, guys. Those are my thoughts on the patch. I'll be uploading more regularly now. Maybe 2 a day for a couple of days to make up for it. But that's all I got for you. Be sure to leave your comments below, and I will see you later.